Yeah, so I was wondering if you could talk about perfection and the importance of it in practice, whether that's life mastery, perfection of one's life, or spiritual, spiritual qualities or beingness, and then also in music, as probably two different things.
Well, firstly, is a concept, perfection. It could be a technicality, right? Issue. How technical you are about certain things that show up as requiring a certain kind of appearance of completion. Or I won't say perfection, but it's going in that direction. And then there is the perfection of business already. See, and from my purpose, perfection is now. This is perfection. So there's an understood natural perfection of everything the way it is. Some would say it's as it is. Right? The universe is the heart is the universe. And so there's then what the individual might need to complete, and that could be, in a sense, a perfection. Right? Not that people think in terms of completing perfection or perfection in their completions, but yeah, we need to feel okay. Like going to bed at night is a certain kind of perfection, because you got no more gas. So you pass out. It's perfect. So the body knows its limits, and that's a form of perfection that keeps you going. The quantity of inhalation, exhalation, all of these are built-in perfections. Right? But what we put in our heads and in our emotions, we have to be careful of those, because those things, we don't know if we need a perfect amount of that necessarily to be pushed over the limit of what our capability is or what our balance is that we're looking for in life. See? So then you have musical perfection, and that's written out for the most part, or it can be heard, it can be understood as such when we hear it. We have a sense of it because we're actually perfectly designed. And so there are things that we hear that we instinctively and intuitively know are perfect. For some reason, we just know what it is. Even if we're never educated along those lines, we know it's when something's perfect, in a sense. We have a built-in sense of perfection, which means that we're on the path of perfection, right? But are we listening to all of the, let's say, indications we get, nudges we get, whisperings we get that help us to become, let's say, more perfect in a sense, not in somebody else's eyes, but more perfect in terms of what we, the individual, is here to do. But you wake up, and sometimes you don't have to be called, you just wake up. See, that's perfect. When you just wake up, it's perfect. When you go to the bathroom, it's usually perfect. And if not, the panic about it is understood. But it's there, it comes out. So there's a lot that's already built into, let's say, the orbits of the solar systems. Oh, there's a certain kind of perfection that's going on, orbiting, so it's an orbital perfection. And we're on a planet that is in orbital perfection, let's say. And so the perfection is built into us. It depends on what we're willing to manifest of it and how we go about making it real to ourselves or make it work for us. It could be perfect, and that perfection could be an imperfection, or we don't know it. It could be an ugliness. So it depends on what we're calling perfection because of its opposite. What is it balancing? And is that the real perfection? Is the imperfection the real perfection? Right? Or is the perfection the real imperfection?